triangles. Congruent triangles are learned in year 7. I think you learned a bit about it in year 7, so we'll revise it this year. So what is congruent triangles? When two shapes are the same size and same shape, we say they are congruent. That's the mathematical word to say two things that are exactly the same. So, however, not every property of a pair of shapes needs to be known in order to determine their congruence. This is highlighted in the study of congruent triangles, where 4 tests can be used to establish congruence. So consider these congruent triangles. So in these two congruent triangles, all the matching sides are equal, indicated by the strokes. So double strokes match with this side, single stroke match with this side. So AC match with YZ, they are all equal. So let's write down the corresponding sides, starting with AC match with YZ, isn't it? So write it down, AC equal to YZ. These are the matching sides. And what else are there? Which side match with CB? Yep, XY. And we got one more. Which sides match with AB? Not what? XZ. Well done. Okay, right, XZ. Okay, these are the matching sides. So there are 3 matching sides in a congruent triangle. How about the matching angles? Starting with angle A. Angle A will match with angle, so indicated by the dot. So A is the cross, angle Z. Notice the matching angle is also opposite to the matching side. So see, the cross is opposite to the double stroke. The cross is also opposite to the double stroke. So to find out which one's the matching angle, find out with the matching sides. And same thing, the matching sides will help you to find the matching angles. We've got 2 more. Let's ask another student, Dominic. What's the next pair you can see that are equal? B equals X. Okay, angle B equal to angle X. And we've got one more. Let me ask another student. Geneva. Evie. Yeah. Yep. Angle Y. Thank you. Okay, now if 2 triangles are congruent, we have a symbol for congruence, which is this symbol here. The 3 lines, 3 horizontal line means congruent to. Congruent to. So we say angle ABC is congruent to triangle ZXY. Say again? Yeah. No, congruent to. See that congruent to symbol? Ah, triangle. Okay, all right, sorry. So say, I think I did say triangle, but...
You made a mistake this evening.
Okay, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle ZXY. Okay. Let's move on to the 4 tests of congruence. Yep.
Sure. I was always the dick with you. Oh, well.
Now, we write triangle ABC congruent to triangle ZXY, but not XYZ. Now, the reason why is, what's your explanation?
My explanation is that if we were ABC is equal to XYZ,
yep.
X is not equal to A.
Yep.
The position of the letters.
Yes. Yep. So in congruent triangle, see A match with Z, A match with Z, B match with X, C match with Y. So if I write ABC, I have to write, if I write ABC, I have to write ZXY in the same order I write the angles. Because Z match with A, X match with B. So when we write down 2 triangles are congruent, we have to write them down in the same matching order. Does that make sense, Luca? So ABC is ZXY because Z match with A, X match with B, Y match with C. Okay, good question. Let's continue. Let's move on to the next part. Let's look at the 4 tests for congruent triangle. The first test is all side, SSS, means all 3 matching sides are equal. So when all 3 matching sides are equal, we say the 2 triangles are congruent. Okay. The next test is called SAS. SAS is two matching sides are equal, but the angle, which is the A in between the two sides, has to be in between the two sides in the triangle. Okay? So it's psi, angle, psi. In this order, psi, angle, psi. So if I draw a triangle like this, angle, psi, that won't be SAS. That will be wrong. Okay? So that's not a congruent triangle. Okay. So be careful. Next one. AAS. What does AAS mean? Yeah, so two matching angles are equal. Two matching angles. And then the one side has to be equal. So one side, let's say we pick this side, like this. And the side could be anywhere. So these two angles are equal, these two angles are equal. Let me just write an X properly. Yeah, because I want to make it look different from the other angle. That's why I use a cross instead of a angle. And the last test is called RHS. What does RHS mean? Right angle, hypotenuse, and side. Like that, RHS. The side, yeah, that means that these two angles are the same, these two angles are the same. Or you can, if you don't like this, that's okay. We can do double. You can do this if you prefer. Okay. Now be careful with this. If I have two triangles, they are both right angles, but it doesn't involve the hypotenuse, I can't say RHS. Instead, we have to say SAS because they are both. It's a psi angle in between psi. So be careful that a right angle doesn't indicate it's a RHS. It must have a right angle and the hypotenuse being equal, not just these two sides. RAS. Well, it's not RAS. You can say SRS, but it's not really a test. You say SAS.
It said RAS.
Yeah.
Right angles, what is the right angle? So what about the yeah? Or is this the right angle?
Yeah, you can't say RAS because right angle, which is right, A is angle, it doesn't have an angle. You have two sides. So you have to say SAS. Yeah, if it's involved the hypotenuse, you use RHS. If it doesn't, like in this case, it's SAS. Okay? Yeah, you have to involve the hypotenuse. All right, now let's look at why can't we have ASS? Why is the order important? Let me show you an example where ASS doesn't mean it's a congruence. So we have two sides are equal. These two sides are equal. These two angles are equal. But yet they look different. They look different. So that's why ASS is not a valid congruent test, because you can draw two triangles which satisfy two angles equal, two sides equal, but they're not congruent. Yeah. Yeah, SAS, right? SAS means side, angle, side. They include, the angle in the middle is called the included angle, which reminds me, this is called included angle. Okay, so these two are not congruent. Not congruent. Now, why does that happen? The reason why is I could move this side over here, which then will look the same, right? They will now look the same because this side is movable. So, well, if I move this side over here, that makes the two triangles congruent. But because of the ASS, this side can be here or there. That's why they are not congruent. Yeah, this angle won't be equal, but this angle is still equal. So having the same angle, two sides are equal, doesn't mean they are congruent. Yes, Declan? Yeah, so the difference is that ASS doesn't mean they're congruent. Can you see that's A, that's S and S, right? But they're not congruent. Whereas this one, they have to be congruent when you put the angle in between the two sides. That will ensure congruency. But if you don't put it in between, they may not be congruent. Does that make sense? You don't understand? So ASS is different from SAS because you end up getting two different triangles. SAS angles in the middle. So you say S first. That angle. Because S, look, it's like SE angle S, right? You rule it in this order, SAS.
It doesn't, you don't have to start at any certain side, which is matters if you go in one direction, clockwise or anti-clockwise, around the angle, around the sides / angles, and
yeah, you have to be going clockwise or anti-clockwise. Yeah, okay? Yeah, okay? Just think that ASS is not appropriate. Just another way to remember, ASS is not appropriate. Okay, now let's continue. Okay, so let's look at what is the best test for each of these congruent triangles. So let's start with the A. Which test will be appropriate for this one? SAS, because you got SAS, right? Write down SAS. Okay, let me ask a student. Luke, what's the next test should be used? Yeah, R, right angle. H is the hypotenuse. And the side, RHS. Okay, let's look at the next one. I'm going to ask, what's the, okay, I need a ceiling plan. I forgot all the names. No, I do know, but if I look at it, I'll remember. All right, how about you do the next one? Kyle, can you do the next one? You can't do the next one. Hello. Kyla, okay. Okay, so what's her name? Okay, I got it now. Okay, Ella, next one. AAS, good. That's good. And then we also have Tom. Next one, D. But you're Thomas. Are you Tom as well? Hang on. Let me check the... Yeah, dear Thomas, and that's Tom. All right, Tom, go. SSS, good. All right, and then we'll do one more, or two more. Yep. That's Thomas and Tom, so we won't get mixed up, okay? Okay, can we leave that later? Okay. Okay, all right, let's continue. What's her name? Bianca. Next one. Well done. Even though I have a right angle, it has two angles, so you write AAS. Okay. All right, one more. We're going to ask... okay, Joshua, go. Yes, not RHS because it doesn't involve the hypotenuse. Okay, Evie, we're going to continue. So let's move on to the top bit. Find the values of the last one. Have a look again. Right, there you go. Okay, let's continue. Now, in the next example, because we know the triangles are congruent, we can find the missing sides. So if we know that congruent, all the angles must be equal, all the matching sides are equal. So let's start with Y. Okay, now Y is Y7. How do you know that? Yeah. Now let me show you a trick. Y is opposite to this angle, right? 7 is opposite to this angle. if they're opposite to the same angle, they must be the matching sides, isn't it? Say again. Y equal to 7. So y is opposite to this angle. 7 is opposite to this angle. They must be equal. Now, in these two triangles, these two angles are equal. These two angles are equal. The third one must be equal, right? That's why these two angles are equal. So therefore, y equal to 7. How about x? Which one will x be? And how do we know that? Because x, yeah, it's opposite to this. See the white bit? Right, so x equal to 5. Get the idea? All right, any question on how to find the matching sides in a congruent triangle? Let's do next one. Okay, which one will A be? A is 25 because A is opposite to this line, right? And you find this line opposite to 25, yes, 25. Get the idea? No, you don't need angle sum. And what's the other bit? Oh, you do need angle sum? Okay, let me see. Oh, yes, you have to work out B. So let's work out B. B equal to, what's the angle sum? 180 minus 100 minus 25. What did you get, Josh? 55. So we say B is 55. Angle sum of a triangle. All right, we need to write down a reason. I think the question did say give a reason. Oh, no, it doesn't. Okay. But if you have to give a reason for A, you write down matching angles in congruent triangle. Like that, give a reason. All right, any question? So it's pretty easy. And same thing for sides. You say matching sides in congruent triangles. All right. A bit hard to write. Let me just fix that. Congruent triangle. Okay, thank you very much. We did that today. We did 4 tests of congruent triangle, SAS, RHS, SSS, and AAS. Okay, so note the differences between them. And you can use it to find the missing sides. So today you can start exercise 7D today. Okay, thank you.